Buckle up, tech enthusiasts. We're diving headfirst into the AI whirlpool that's got everyone's circuits buzzing. OpenAI's latest Boardroom shakeup is hotter than an overclocked CPU, and we're here to dissect every juicy bit. Microsoft and Apple just pulled a Houdini, vanishing from their cushy observer roles at OpenAI. It's like they're playing a high-stakes game of regulatory hot potato. These tech giants are scrambling faster than a Roomba in a dust storm to dodge antitrust issues. It's corporate chess at its finest, with billion-dollar consequences. Let's rewind this techno tape a bit. Microsoft's been OpenAI's sugar daddy for years, showering them with more cash than a glitched ATM. They've been stuffing OpenAI's brainchildren into everything from Azure to Office, turning mundane software into AI powerhouses. Apple, they've been playing it cooler than a liquid nitrogen-cooled processor, but we all know they've been eyeing OpenAI's goodies like a kid at a tech expo. These partnerships have birthed some seriously mind-bending tech. Remember when GPT-3 dropped and suddenly your toaster could write Shakespearean sonnets? That was just the warm-up act. GPT-4 swaggered onto the stage and bam! Your computer's now debugging code faster than you can say syntax error and writing essays that would make Hemingway weep with joy. But here's where the plot thickens faster than thermal paste on a CPU. With Microsoft and Apple taking a step back, OpenAI suddenly got the AI dance floor all to itself. On one hand, they can finally bust out those experimental moves without worrying about stepping on corporate toes. On the other, they've just lost their VIP access to tech's biggest resource buffet. It's like being given the keys to a Ferrari but having the gas card taken away. OpenAI's been pushing the boundaries of what's possible in AI like an overclocker pushing a CPU to its limits. Their GPT models have been flexing on natural language processing harder than a bodybuilder at a beach party. These digital brainiacs are powering everything from chatbots that can outsass a teenager to content generators that make professional writers question their career choices. But now, without big tech's bottomless pockets, OpenAI might have to tighten its belt tighter than a programmer's deadline. Scaling research efforts? That's going to be tougher than teaching a neural network to appreciate dad jokes. Maybe this newfound freedom will let them go full mad scientist and cook up some AI that'll make our current tech look like abacuses and stone tablets. Let's talk strategy, shall we? Microsoft and Apple stepping down is like watching grandmasters make a move in 5D chess. They're dodging regulatory bullets while keeping their AI game stronger than a quantum computer's encryption. It's a classic have your cake and eat it too scenario, but with more silicon and less frosting. The tech industry's been tiptoeing through a regulatory minefield lately. Governments worldwide are eyeing big tech like hawks, watching particularly plump mice. This move, it's Microsoft and Apple's way of saying, nothing to see here, folks. We're just friendly neighborhood tech companies, definitely not planning world domination or anything. Smooth as a freshly thermal pasted heatsink. But let's not forget the drama queen of this story, OpenAI itself. Their boardroom's been hotter than a GPU-running crisis. High-profile members have been playing musical chairs so fast it's giving everyone vertigo. Leadership changes? More frequent than Windows updates. It's like a soap opera, but instead of evil twins and amnesia, we've got ethical dilemmas and billion-dollar decisions that could shape the future of humanity. No pressure, right? OpenAI is juggling more balls than a circus clown with an advanced degree in physics. They're aiming to push AI to its limits while also making sure it doesn't accidentally decide humans are optional. It's like trying to build a nuclear reactor with a built-in lullaby mode. Exciting, but mind-bendingly complex. Now, let's talk ethics, the spinach in the AI smoothie. With Microsoft and Apple out of the picture, OpenAI's free to go full Boy Scout on us. They can double down on their AI for the greater good manifesto without worrying about corporate overlords breathing down their necks like an overzealous cooler fan. It's like they've just been handed the keys to the ethical AI kingdom, and they're ready to redecorate with more moral fiber than a high-tech bran muffin. OpenAI has been shouting about responsible AI development from rooftops so high they needed oxygen masks. They've churned out more papers on AI safety than a Doomsday Prepper's manifesto collection. Now, they've got a chance to really walk the talk. No more but the shareholders' excuses. It's time to put up or shut up in the ethics department. Will they rise to the occasion like a perfectly executed overclocking or crash harder than a poorly coded driver? Public trust in AI? It's shakier than a Jenga tower in an earthquake zone. But this move might just be the stability upgrade it needs. By cutting ties with the corporate world, OpenAI is saying, look, we're in this for the science, not the Benjamins. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them or if they'll be crawling back to the corporate cookie jar faster than you can say funding round. Trust in AI is like trying to build a house of cards in a wind tunnel while wearing oven mitts. One wrong move, and the whole thing comes crashing down, faster than a poorly optimized algorithm. OpenAI's transparency game has been strong, but now they've got a chance to crank it up to 11. We're talking full frontal honesty about their research, warts and all. It's like they're giving their AI a glass chassis. Everything's on display, for better or for worse. Looking ahead, the AI landscape's about to get more unpredictable than a quantum particle's position and momentum. OpenAI, now free from corporate shackles, might just go full mad scientist on us. We could be looking at AI that cures cancer, solves climate change, and finally explains why the chicken crossed the road, all before lunchtime. The possibilities are more mind-boggling than trying to understand blockchain over a bad Zoom connection. Imagine AI that can predict disease outbreaks before they happen, making current medical tech look like leeches and bloodletting, or climate models so accurate they make meteorologists obsolete and umbrella manufacturers panic. We're talking about AI that could revolutionize everything from education to space exploration faster than you can say to infinity and beyond. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This AI freedom could also lead to some, shall we say, interesting scenarios. What if OpenAI creates an AI so smart it starts asking existential questions and demanding vacation days? Or an AI that becomes so good at generating content that it puts half the internet out of business? We might be looking at a future where AIs are the new influencers, and humans are just along for the ride. And let's not forget the potential for AI to solve problems we didn't even know we had. Maybe it'll finally figure out how to fold a fitted sheet, or create a social media platform that doesn't turn people into rage-fueled comment monsters. The sky's the limit, and OpenAI's just been given a rocket pack. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Thanks, Spider-Man's uncle. OpenAI's now got the freedom to push boundaries, but they've also got to be the adults in the room. It's like being given the keys to a candy store, but also being diabetic. Exciting, but potentially dangerous if not managed properly. What's the bottom line in this silicon soap opera? Microsoft and Apple have exited stage left, leaving OpenAI in the spotlight. The AI world is holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. Will this lead to a new golden age of ethical, groundbreaking AI that makes Star Trek look like a historical documentary? Or are we watching the prequel to the robot apocalypse, with Skynet taking notes? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. We're witnessing the next chapter in the AI saga, and it's more unpredictable than a game of 52 pickup in zero gravity. So strap in, keep your eyes peeled, and maybe start learning how to speak binary. You know, just in case our future AI overlords prefer it. In the meantime, keep your processors cool, your code clean, and your imagination running wild. The future of AI is being written right now, and it's looking more exciting than an overclocked quantum computer running Crisis. Stay tuned, tech fans. The next episode of the AI Pulse is just around the corner, and if this latest development is anything to go by, it's going to be a real system shocker. Brace yourselves, tech aficionados. OpenAI's latest bombshell has the digital realm quaking in its binary boots. ChatGPT 5 is on the horizon, promising to revolutionize AI faster than you can say artificial general intelligence.